New York City would be a joke if millions of Americans were not the victims. Full disclosure, I do periodically go to New York City and the nearby suburbs due to family events. I am relieved every time that I return home with no bullet holes. I find it to be dirty, noisy, and expensive. Then I have to stay at a $400 a night third-rate hotel, which is not my idea of an affordable visit, along with the extreme cost for everything else. To add insult to injury, what has historically been the seat of American business has elected its first openly communist, anti-Semitic mayor. New York City has had bad mayors for the last 20 years, but this current clown sets new lows. During his campaign, he promised free buses and has already failed on that promise. He promised free groceries as well. That has morphed into proposing one discount grocery in each borough. Folks, even if this ludicrous promise is accomplished, that will serve a tiny part of the 8.5 million people still living there. The word discount hit a note with me, as there are many grocery stores serving the people of New York City. How will they compete in the neighborhoods with these city stores? I heard that the current administration in New York City is planning to spend $30 million to create the first such discount grocery. With the city in debt up to its eyeballs, where is that money going to come from? In the meantime, the Commie-appointed cabinet is preventing the New York City cops from cooperating with ICE to get killers and rapists off the streets. The latest disgrace is an illegal who is accused of arson for setting fire to an apartment building where 4 died, including a 3-year-old child. A 3-year-old child, can you imagine? Somehow this scum was released on the streets rather than being held in jail or turned over to ICE. And it gets worse. The latest is the clown mayor wants to put in a special tax for second homes in New York City that are worth at least $5 million. First, not sure how one would know who has a second home. Second, for someone to do this, they must be very wealthy. And if it's a second home, making the situation even less welcoming, the wealthy person will bail out completely, depriving the city entirely of its tax base. In addition, people can buy second homes through corporations to hide their ownership of a second property. This is a typical commie, unrealistic idea. For just one example, a financial guy and philanthropist has donated hundreds of millions of dollars to various nonprofit organizations in New York City. He officially lives in Florida. Big surprise. However, his condo in New York City pays $800,000 in real estate taxes annually already, and pays a proration of his annual income to the state of New York. The humor to this is that such a residence is beyond the wallets of much of the world, not just New York City residents. Is this really costing some illegal a place to sleep? Come on. When will the people of New York wake up? If you've enjoyed this episode of Saving America, check out my first book, Decline of America, 100 Years of Leadership Failures, which features the presidents of Wilson through Obama and points out that America has been successful, unfortunately, despite its leadership. Check it out at Amazon.